So you know how every goated anime has that one episode which is absolute cinema, where the fights, animation, emotions just hit different. Ladies and gentlemen, episode 7 of Supercube was that episode. This might unironically be one of the greatest fades of all time. Also, shout out to the guy in the comments who recommended me this. Alright, let's get into it. So before we begin, let me give you guys some context. Essentially, my boy Wang just got his goal took, and by took, I mean kidnapped. So for the past couple of episodes, he's been fighting his way up this building and has pretty much been running non-stop fades on every single floor just to get to her. And now, he's finally on the floor right beneath her, aka the final boss. So yeah, that's pretty much all the context we need before moving on to episode 7. If there's anything else, I'll let y'all know. So Wang kicks this door down and he is mad, and I can't even blame him. He has been going through it, fade after fade with no timeouts. But I really just want to know why this girl is so special, cause he has damn near almost died 5 times solely for her sake. Bro has almost been eaten alive by a giant snake, jumped by the South Sea gang, whatever that is, almost drowned, and he even almost got killed by a weird succubus and a furry. Some of you niggas may think I'm making this up, but I promise you, I'm telling you the truth and nothing but the truth. If you don't believe me, feel free to check it out for yourself.
Please be my guest.
So after looking around the room for a couple seconds, he can't seem to find the next opponent. But luckily for him, he lets out a loud chuckle just so Wang knows where to find him. And I can't even lie, that is W Mans. I respect that. He could have easily jumped him and ended the show right then and there, but he chose not to. But at the same time, if your op lets you know where they are, that means they is not scared of you at all. The cube tells him, oh. So basically, the first of the many times he's almost died, plot armor saved him and he found a cube at the bottom of the river. The cube essentially allows him to teleport and increase his stats like physical strength and speed based on the gems he feeds it. He can also teleport inside and outside the cube, kinda like a domain expansion, and yeah, I think that's it. Oh, and the cube also has a built-in scouter as well. So the cube scouts them and tells him that both the power levels combined is only a 7. And in this universe, that is extremely low. That's like Goku versus Krillin, and not this BS they showed in Super. After hearing that, this nigga starts goofing around. He not even taking the fight seriously anymore. But someone had to remind him that this is not a game. This is real life. Niggas die every day. And with no warning, he flies down and drop kicks Wang to the other side of the building. And I know, when he hit his back on that wall, whatever oxygen he had left in his lungs swiftly evacuated. And I can't even feel bad for him. It was deserved. Next time, he's gonna take all his fights seriously. We get a camera pan back to Wang's face, and bro's already looking like he's been freshly diagnosed with CTE. No, but seriously, why is his face like that?
What do you mean by that?
Anyway, he starts throwing bottles at this man, trying to create a distraction, but it clearly doesn't work, cause he gets the wind knocked out of him for a second time in a row. He also doesn't seem to learn, cause he goes right back in with the same strat as before, running in a straight line. Block, weave, block, weave, jump. Wang is just straight up button mashing. He don't even care what he hits. He just wants that nigga gone. We go right back in for the close-up shot and start seeing some Naruto level hands. And this moment is what really got me sitting up in my chair. Like, hold on now, I don't know who these animators are, but they might actually be cooking. And at this point, Wang is getting absolutely overwhelmed to the point where they got his face looking like these. Chopped. And it's even worse, cause I'm pretty sure his girl can see everything that's happening too. Wang gets hit with a cartwheel kick and gets sat down like a good boy. Tries throwing a bucket of paint at him, dodge that, swings a chair at him, nope, get that out of here. Then body hits him with a wall jump into a kick. Hits a perfect QTE, then delivers another back heel kick to his dome and got him spinning like a judge in a voice. And you know something is bad when they have to replay it 3 times just so you can understand it was not no normal kick. You know, this really starting to remind me of how it feels to accidentally queue into a top 10 ranked, a straight beatdown. You already know you're gonna lose, but you're only playing it through because if you leave, you're gonna get banned from matchmaking. So Wang finally comes to realization that nothing he's doing is working on this animal. So he starts using the forbidden jutsu, starting things off with a dirt kick no jutsu, and it seems to be very effective because that nigga cannot see or hear anything at all. But they must be on Valve servers because despite being full blinded, he's still blocking and weaving all the attacks being thrown at him. Like bro, what? What is he even supposed to do against that? Straight hacks. At this point, these animators are animating like rent is due tomorrow. Got these niggas flying around the place and not missing a single detail. I mean, he literally throws the brick at his hand to knock whatever he's holding away. That's how you know the animation is peak. They care about the small details. I'm just praying these guys get paid. After getting knocked away, he picks up the green thing he dropped earlier, and I'm still trying to figure out what it could possibly be, until he does this. And I'm thinking, no, there's no way. I start going insane, laughing like a resident of the Arkham Asylum. Then it hits me. I have never in my life seen something so disrespectful. This nigga was dead seriously using eye drops mid-fight while using one hand to block all his attacks without even looking. Our boy Wang is finally starting to apply some pressure, but again, it just looks like he's spamming square. Bro has not actually landed a single attack. Then all of a sudden, those eye drops must have kicked in, cause he starts beasting the brakes off of Wang, hits him with a palm strike to the chin, slaps the talisman on his chest, then detonates it with another palm strike to the chest cavity. Bang!
Bang! It's good!
And I'll say again, bro is straight cheating. He literally has the combo list right in front of him. How are you gonna tell me that he came up with that combo on his own?
You tripping, bro. You tripping.
Wang is getting exhausted, but this is not no single player game. This is real life. You do not get to pause and take a break, and there are no save files. Bro gets hit with another combo from the list, but this is one of them unblockables, cause despite holding on to R2 for dear life, he gets sent flying to a whole nother room. I was genuinely starting to get concerned. This is not looking good. Then not even half a second later, he is already getting chased down by this ugly abomination, and it starts spamming Ki Blast at him. And I mean spamming, looking like a D rank in Sparking Zero, at least when the game was still alive. Wang escapes out of that tomfoolery and gets to parrying, allowing him to get close enough to knock that Mopper reject out. No wonder Kermit didn't want you, straight chopped and zesty. And while he's distracted, he tries to sneak Wang, but my boy is too locked in.
No. Wait.
Let me tell you something. All right. Let me tell you something. Wait. Oh!
Oh shoot, my bad. I might have accidentally killed him. Well, if he really was a human. Oh well. He did try to kill me for what the This nigga. So long story short, after arising like an insidious demon with the haircut of Melody from Hunter x Hunter, he explains how he had a defensive talisman on him the whole time, and the only thing that punch did was get rid of it. So in other words, let's run it back. Then immediately after, I don't know what better way to describe this, but he practically goes Super Saiyan. Usually watching a loved one die triggers this, but apparently one punch is all that was needed to get this man deep in his feelings. So now he's jacked and is also rocking that luscious white hair. Bro wants to be Sephiroth so bad, but after closer inspection, he may not just be fighting Sephiroth. He might actually be running the ones with Zeus himself, and Wang is not no Kratos. He hits that speed boost and sucker punches Wang. Now I don't know if you can call this a sucker punch, because he didn't know it was coming. He just didn't have the facilities to react. Follows that up with a back heel kick to the ceiling and now it's just straight up bullying. Also, can someone explain to me why every speedster does this thing where they run wall to wall before hitting you? If it's to make me confused, I couldn't see you in the first place. After knocking Wang away, he has no time to recover, cause he gets hit with the brand new AP's combo from the Awaken moveset. Which almost ends the fight in record time. Had him looking like this. But it's not over just yet. Once again, we get to spamming Ki Blast. This nigga trying so hard, he's moving like a ballerina. Wang finally gets a hold of this abomination, ready to put them out of his misery of being chopped. But he hits that go get back, twist around and spin, and literally spins the block using Wang's body. At this point, Wang is barely conscious, ready to pass out at any second, but all this nigga can do is start flexing how much he spent on his talismans. Like bro, we do not care. I don't know how else to tell you. Then he whips up a concoction talisman before sending it towards Wang at pretty much point blank range. Bang. And right about now, his girl is awoken by the tremors and can finally witness the damages done to her mans. But no, Wang is experiencing plot armor at his finest, enough to get Goku and Jinwoo jealous, foaming at the mouths even. Where exactly did that shovel come from? But my main concern is not even the shovel. Even the shot being displayed on screen clearly shows that he should have in fact perished. How does the blast go through the shovel, somehow phase through his head, which is directly behind it, then blast through 3 solid walls of reinforced cement? Please, someone make it make sense. Not even he can understand this tomfoolery. Then all of a sudden, Wang finally remembers that he's the MC and locks in. So he sends out the abomination once again and it starts charging up a final shine attack. But let's be real, you already know how these animes are, cause Wang receives the blessing of Zeus and instantly gets to work. He animation cancels the abomination special move and gets a hold of the rope he uses to control it. And I hope that thing is dead. It's done absolutely nothing this entire fight. Wang yanks the rope and the nigga starts flying towards him as black scribbles on his screen. But I must have missed something cause he barely pulled on that rope, yet he's still flying like it was Omni-Man who pulled it. Wang hits him with the first strike, got his body disfigured, then all of a sudden it turns into paddleball. Now he's just violating. He did not have to do all that. Then finally, his sternum checks him, had that nigga flying so fast, the chariot, rope and wall couldn't stop him. But fortunately for him, the second wall is barely enough. We see the state of his body and oh my Mary Poppins, it is not looking good. Surely this is the end, at least I hope so, cause that fatigue is starting to kick in. Blurry vision, ears ringing, and your rage wobbly knees. But no, this nigga already knew he was gonna lose and had a Vegeta final explosion at the ready. But God must be on Wang's side, cause it ended up being a Chaozu one. This plot armor is incredible. However, Wang is not gonna let that slide. Bro jumps out of a 50-story building and starts chasing that nigga down. And he must be on bad timing, cause at this moment in the anime, he does not know how to fly. Bro was seriously ready to throw it all away just to make sure this man never sees the light of day again. He flies in for the choke slam but gets blown away, grabs onto a crane and tries to spin back, but gets his momentum interrupted by the same crane. And apparently, this nigga knows how to earthbend now or he still chases powers. So yeah. So at this moment in time, Wang is just free falling while taking explosions to the back. But he manages to land onto one of the levitating rocks while being unconscious. And when he sees this, he wastes no time, plants some explosives onto a rock and sends them his way. And apparently, Wang was just pretending or he woke up at the right time, cause he uses the shovel to smoothly grab a piece of rock to place underneath him so he can use the explosion to propel himself towards him. But before Wang can reach him, he pulls all the rocks in and explodes them on Wang anyway, knocking him unconscious once again. However, while in a fiery blaze, Wang remembers the reason why he's even here in the first place, for Yao. Then he wakes up, looking like Endeavor when he still had both arms, and delivers the final blow. My king, you may rest now.